morning, everyone.
Good morning, Miss Hannah.
Good morning, Miss. Hi.
Miss, can you hear me?
Hi, Miss. Hi, Miss. How are you?
Good morning, everyone. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay.
Good morning, Miss Hannah.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, dear. Okay, so we're up to 22 in the meeting. Let's go ahead and start. Okay, so we're doing another week of realistic fiction. Okay, so same genre as last week. Who can remind me what the features of realistic fiction are? What is realistic fiction?
I can remind you.
Yes, Kenzie? Raise your hand on the screen, guys.
It is characters, settings, and events that could happen in real life.
Okay, excellent. So, so events that are not, so characters and a setting and events that are not real, but that could be, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, dear. Let's look at the features together. Okay, so very good. It tells us about characters that are like people we might know in real life. It tells us about everyday events that could happen in real life. It includes descriptive details and dialogue. What did we say dialogue was, guys? The exact words that the characters say. How do we know that something is dialogue? It is written with quotation marks. Okay, and finally, realistic fiction often includes illustrations, and these illustrations can help you get to know the characters and picture the setting of a story. Okay. All right, so this week we're going to be talking about problem and solution in a story. Okay, what is problem and solution? We know that the plot of a story, so the events in a story, usually revolve around a problem that the main character or the characters must solve. What the characters want to do or change is called the problem. What is the solution? It is the way the problem is solved. Okay, do we all know this? Okay, yes, Abdurrahman, do you have a question?
No, I just wanted.
Okay, you wanted to answer.
Yes.
All right, guys, 1 second. I'm opening my book so we can go over the vocabulary together. Did you guys do your homework?
Yes, I did it.
Okay.
Yes, I did it.
I received several emails from you, but the last time I checked, I think was at 7 p.m. So maybe some of you sent after that.
Yes, I do my homework.
Okay, thank you, dear. Okay, so remember, guys, that the problem is usually introduced where in the story? At the beginning, okay? And where do we find the solution usually? At the end. Okay. And sometimes we will see this in the story that we are reading this week. It's called Second Day, First Impression. Sometimes the characters have to make several attempts before they're able to solve the problem. Okay? All right.
We will take the reading quiz in the school, right?
Our next reading quiz, yes, inshallah. Yes, our next, unless something else is announced. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So this week we are also going to talk about idioms. I'm sure that some of you learned what idioms are in grade 4. Does anybody know what an idiom is? Can anybody tell me by raising your hand on the screen? Yes, Yassine?
Idiom, when you say a sentence but is the meaning of yeah, it's have a different meaning.
Okay.
A piece of
Very
cake, like easy.
excellent. Okay. All right. So thank you, Yassine. An idiom is an expression that cannot be understood from the meanings of the individual words in it. Okay. What does this mean? When we want to figure out the meaning of an idiom, we use clues in the sentence or surrounding sentences. Okay, so almost like context clues. Okay, so it has a completely different meaning than what is literally written. Okay, an example of this is don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Have you heard this before?
No.
Okay, so
No.
Oh,
don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, so this is an idiom for, it means don't make a big deal. So don't make a problem out of a small thing. Okay, so a molehill is something that is very small. All right, so don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, so don't make a big deal. Okay, another example is, thank you, Yassine. It's a piece of cake. All right, this means it is very easy. Okay, what does cake have to do with easy? Nothing, right? So it is an expression that cannot be understood if we read it just like this. It's a piece of cake. Okay, but if we look at the sentence, it might have said, it's a piece of cake. Don't worry, just try and it will be easy for you, for example. Okay, so we don't know what it's a piece of cake means by itself, but once we read it within the context, we understand. Okay, and then once we see an idiom by itself like this, we understand what the meaning is. Okay, thank you very much. So these are idioms.
Miss, I know another example.
Tell me, dear.
It's raining heavily. Means it's raining cats and dogs.
Okay, the opposite, you mix them. So the idiom is, it's raining cats and dogs. This is the idiom, and it means it is raining heavily. Okay, there are no cats and dogs coming from the sky. All right, it's just an idiom, but it means excellent, that it is raining heavily. Okay, so it's normally something that is exaggerated as well. Okay, all right, but we're going to come back to idioms. We will look for them in our story and we will discuss them. Okay, so I will give you examples. Okay, now let's just go over the vocabulary. Okay, I want to volunteer to please tell me the meaning of the word accomplish. With Grandpa's help, I was able to accomplish my project more quickly. What does accomplish mean, Shlok?
Accomplish means to be successful on doing something.
Excellent. Okay, so when you accomplish a task, when you accomplish something, this means that you complete it successfully. Excellent. Does anybody have a question about the word accomplish? Is the meaning clear?
No.
Okay. All right, number 2, Amr. Rita was anxious about the research project, so she checked many sources. What does the word anxious mean? Look at her in the picture. What does anxious mean, Amr?
I think it means when you are nervous or when you are worried from something.
Excellent. Okay, so that is the exact definition. If you are anxious, you feel nervous and worried about what may happen. Okay? Or nervous or worried about something that might happen in the future. Thank you.
Welcome.
Zain? When all the students assemble in the room, we will begin the play. What does assemble mean?
When all the students like join each other
Okay.
and they make
When they come together. Okay, so when people assemble, this means they come together. Okay, an example of this is in Avengers. Any of you guys, did any of you guys watch Avengers?
and the game.
Did any of you guys watch the Avengers?
I watched the
Yes.
Infinity War.
Yes.
Yeah? All right.
Yes.
They say Avengers
I watched
assemble,
the
right?
Endgame.
Yeah, they say assemble. What does assemble mean? This is when all of the Avengers
Yes.
come together, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Zain. Habiba, next. The archaeologists had to decipher the code in the rock drawings in order to understand what they meant. What does decipher mean?
To figure out the meaning of something difficult to read or understand.
Excellent. Okay, so the archaeologists did not know what the code meant, okay, but they had to decipher it. They had to try and figure out what it means, okay? And decipher is usually related to difficulty. It's usually something that is difficult to understand what it means, okay? Thank you, Habiba.
You're welcome.
Miss,
Hauday?
can I ask what's anxious mean?
I'm sorry?
Okay, Miss.
One second,
Anxious.
Hauday. Who is speaking? Your hand isn't raised on the screen for me.
Zain.
Zain, okay,
No,
anxious.
Missy, what is the meaning
Guys,
of
wait one
anxious?
second, please. Hauday, you will read the next one. Zain just had a question. What was your question, Zain?
What is the meaning of anxious?
Anxious. When you are anxious about something, you feel nervous and worried about what may happen.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see in her face in the picture, she is very worried about her project. Okay, she is anxious. Okay, go ahead, Hauday. When my friend distracted my attention, her dog swiped my frozen treat. What does distracted mean?
Draw one's attention away from what one was doing or thinking.
Okay, so here the dog took the treat because she was distracted. She was not paying attention. Okay, so if someone distracts you, it means he drew your attention away from what you were doing. Okay, for example, for me, my phone, it may distract me if I am studying. Okay, so it's not good to have your phone next to you. If you are studying, you will keep hearing ping, 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 right? Notifications. This distracts your attention. Okay. All right, guys. Also, the television. Many people are able to work in a room if the television is on. I cannot focus. All right, it takes my attention. I keep looking at the television. So if I want to study or work on something, I must turn it off. Okay, because it is a distraction. It distracts your attention. Okay, is distracted clear, guys?
Yes.
Okay, Abdurrahman Sanahi, navigate. We use a map to help navigate our way around the park. What does the word navigate mean?
To find our way.
Excellent. Okay, navigate means to find our way. So when you navigate, you find your way over or through an area. Okay, thank you. Yassine Hisham. The grocery store offered many different vegetable options. What are options?
Have choices?
Okay, choices or alternatives. Excellent. Okay, so there are many different choices for us to choose from in the vegetable section. Okay, options, a synonym for options is choices. Simple, okay? And the last one, retrace. Abdurrahman Ahmed, are you there?
Hello.
Hi. Carl was able to retrace his footsteps to find his way home. What does retrace mean?
What
Guys,
is another
you should
word?
have your definitions in your notebook because they were homework, right? Okay, retrace. Do you know Abdurrahman? All right. Asir? Asir.
What?
Carl was able to retrace his footsteps to find his way home.
He was. He.
What does the word retrace mean?
Like to follow something.
Okay. So you're using context clues, right? To try and understand the meaning. Okay. Follow. When you retrace your steps, this means that you go back over them. Okay. So if you don't know how to get back home, he can follow his, excellent, you can follow, he can follow his steps to find his way back. Okay, so this is the meaning of retrace. When you go back over, so when you retrace your steps, you go back over them. Okay, thank you.
Miss.
Guys, I hope that all the people who are quiet did your homework, because if you did not send it before class today, then it is as if I didn't receive it, okay? Because when you send your homework, it should be sent before the next class, just like if you were in school, okay? Or it should be sent at the beginning of the next session.
Okay.
Miss,
Yes.
Miss, can I say something?
Miss, I send my homework at 1 a.m.
Okay. Yes, Abdurrahman, do you have a question?
Does retrace means to trace again? Or
Yes, to trace again. Excellent. To trace again. Exactly. Because we have the prefix re, and the re means to do something again, right? Excellent. Retrace is to trace again. Okay. Now in your reading writing workshop textbook, we have a short story we're going to read together to practice our vocabulary words and make sure that you know the meanings. Okay, who would like to read? I would like to see new hands, please, guys. Aysel, can you start reading? It's on page 36 in your reading writing workshop textbook.
Can I start reading?
I called on Aysel. I called on Aysel, so raise your hand on the screen, and hopefully all of you will get a turn.
this is in the big book or the small?
This is the small book, reading writing workshop, guys. Okay.
I don't know about you, but I never pictured my family on a whitewater rafting vacation in Colorado. We had tried rafting several times before with instructors and guides. All of us liked it. I come from a family of excellent athletes, and I sometimes have to work hard at holding my own. I didn't even mind when my sister Marta, who is 14, kept correcting my technique because she's 3 years old. Marta believes it's her mission in life to make sure I do everything perfectly. Nina, hold your paddle this way. Nina, plant your feet firmly. She corrects. Honestly, sometimes she falls off herself. Also, I guess she means well.
Okay, thank you, Aysel. So on this, in this paragraph, we see the characters and the setting, okay? These are true to life, okay? So these are characters that we might find in real life. The narrator is Nina. Nina comes from an athletic family. She has to work hard to hold her own, especially because of her sister, Marta, who is kind of bossy, okay? And this is something that we all might face. Many older siblings are bossy, okay? So if you have older siblings, they might be bossy to you. And again, like many families, Nina's family is going on a vacation. It is an adventurous vacation. They are going rafting in Colorado. Okay, who would like to read next? Reem, do you want to read next paragraph?
Yes. That morning, Dad had assembled us. Dad had us assemble our equipment, as we had learned. He then took us through his checklist. Only Dad could read his checklist because his handwriting was so hard to decipher. Decipher. Paddles, checks, check helmets, check life jackets, check boarded our raft for
Buckets,
our
check.
control.
You skipped a line, dear. Buckets, check, until everything was accounted for.
Until everything was accounted for. Then we boarded our raft for our second solo trip and headed from this beautiful Colorado River.
Okay, thank you so much, Reem. Okay, so here we have the word assemble. What did we say assemble means? We said assemble means come together, okay?
Yeah.
In this sentence, Dad asked them to put all of their equipment together, okay? Decipher, we have the word decipher. It says only Dad could read his checklist because his handwriting was so hard to decipher. Does this mean he has a nice handwriting or bad handwriting? What do you think? If it was hard to decipher,
Bad.
it was very bad handwriting, okay? Only he knows what he wrote because it is such bad handwriting, okay? It's difficult for them to figure out what is written, what it means, okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Mela?
Miss, can
Yes,
I read?
miss.
Guys, raise your hand on the screen.
I read.
Raise your hand on the screen. I can't call, not everyone can read it at once. Okay, Melek is not there. Hannah Sultan?
Yes, Miss Hanan, can I read?
Sure, dear. The third paragraph.
Mom had mapped out our route, a novice course with just enough white water to make it exciting. It felt like a great to navigate the raft, paddling in
Rhythm
with everyone else. Dad and I sat in the rear or stem of the raft. Mom and Marta sat in front or the bow. From time to time, waves slapped against the sides of the raft, spraying water in our faces.
Okay, thank you. What do we say navigate means? To navigate the raft means to guide it through the water, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Malak,
Yes, miss.
can you read for us?
Okay.
Suddenly, I was distracted by a bear coming out of the trees, but it turned around. But it turned around and began to retrace its steps. All of us must have been distracted by that bear because, in the blink of an eye, we ran into a problem.
Okay, thank you.
Our raft.
1 second, dear. What does in the blink of an eye mean? What do you think in the blink of an eye means? Is this an idiom?
Yes.
All right. What do you think it means, Malak, in the blink of an eye? So in the time it takes to blink, they ran into a problem. What does this mean? In the blink of an eye. This means all of a sudden, right? In the blink of an eye, in no time at all. Okay? We ran into a problem. We said that we're going to find problems and solutions in our text this week. Okay, so here is our problem. Continue, please, Malak.
Our raft came to a complete half.
Halt. Halt. A halt means that it stopped. Okay, continue. Are you there, Malak? Can you continue?
Okay. What's wrong? I asked, hoping I didn't sound nearly as anxious as I felt.
Okay, anxious means worried or nervous. All right. Okay, thank you, Malak. Hamid, can you continue reading? Okay, guys, it says that your hand is raised.
Yes, Miss, my
Okay.
iPad was lagging on me.
Okay, go ahead.
Yikes.
Yikes. It says
Yikes.
exclaimed. All right, we have an exclamation mark. Okay, yikes.
Yikes, exclaimed Mom. We are stuck on some rocks. Maybe a river guide will come by and give us a show.
A show.
Suggests Martina. However,
Marta?
this wasn't a
Everybody's reading it Martina today, Marta. However?
Hello?
Yes, dear, I can hear you. However?
Yes, I can't hear you.
Hamid.
Continue reading.
Yes.
I think maybe you have a problem with the connection.
Martina, however, there wasn't a soul in sight. She tried shouting hello out there.
All right, is that how she shouted? It's in caps. All right, capital letters. So how do you think she shouted?
So loud.
Yeah. All right, try it again. Read the sentence again.
Hello out there.
Excellent.
All we heard back was an issue to make
Echo.
matter worse. Storm cloud were gathering.
Gathering.
The last thing we need now was a rainstorm.
Okay, thank you, Hamid. Excellent reading. Asir. Don't worry. Okay, Asir's not there. Kenzie.
Hi.
Hi, dear. Go ahead.
Don't worry, folks. I know what we can do, said Dad. It's the front of the raft that's stuck, so let's all sit in the stern. Our weight will probably shift the raft off the rocks. Carefully, Mom and Marta moved to the rear. Nothing happened.
Okay, thank you. Mamdouh, are you there? Hello, Mamdouh. Okay. Mohannad.
Miss, can I read? I raise my hand. I miss.
Okay, I don't know who is saying, Miss, can I read? I raise my hand all day. I think you read already, right?
No, miss, I do not read, I swear.
You swear? Really?
Yes.
Are you
Wallahi.
sure?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Maybe I forgot to call on you. I remember that I called on you before, but I don't know what happened. Okay, go ahead.
Do not worry for. Okay, not. Let's try sewing from side to side. Your mom
Urge.
looking. Your mom
Urged.
looking. Urge mom
Yes.
looking up at the darkening sky.
Okay.
So we swayed and
Swayed and
swayed,
swayed.
swayed and swayed, but the raft did not move. And Dad even tried jumping a couple of times, but that one
Didn't work
didn't work easier.
either.
And either. And now it's starting to drizzle,
Drizzle.
and also no one wanted to admit
Admit it.
it. We were running out of opinions.
Options.
Options.
I think maybe you're looking at the screen and it's not clear, right?
Yes,
Okay, thank you all day. All right, open in your book to make it easier. Okay, guys, so it started to drizzle. What does it mean? It started to drizzle. What does that mean if it started to drizzle? They were worried about a storm, right? So what does it mean when it started to drizzle? It started to rain, but lightly, okay? So it's not a full storm yet, okay? But they are worried and they are running out of options. What did we say a synonym for options is? Shlok?
A second option is not many opinions, not many things you can do,
Not many choices.
not many choices.
Not many choices. So a synonym for options is choices, okay? So they're running out of choices. Okay. Nurhan, are you there? Tito, are you there? Yassine, are you there? Yassine Sadet?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to read? Guys, I don't know why you're not answering when I call on you. If I call on you and you do not answer,
Miss, I want to read.
I'm not sure who's saying, Miss, I want to read.
I'm Zayn.
Miss, can I read again?
Okay, not everybody on my list has read, so let's give everyone a turn, okay?
I didn't read.
Guys, I forgot who I called on. Yassine Sadet, it is your turn. Please, everybody else, click mute.
Let's try.
We finished that paragraph, Yassine. Wait, I yelled.
Where?
The paragraph.
Can't find it.
The second paragraph on page 39.
Ah, yes, yes. Wait, I yelled. I thought back to our rafting lessons. What if we tried to lift the side of the raft away from the rocks? I asked hesitantly.
Okay. One more paragraph. Go ahead.
Quick, let's try it, said Mom. We went to the front of the raft and lifted the side away from the rocks. Then we heard a little popping noise. We held our breath.
Thank you. Tito?
Wait, I yelled.
Did we tear?
What? Can't hear.
Did we tear the raft?
Did we tear the raft? Cried Marta. No, we broke the suction between the raft and the rocks, said Dad, as he pushed off the rocks with his paddle.
Continue. We
We
did it.
did it. We did it, yelled Martha. I mean, you did it. Nina, that was truly brilliant.
Thank you so much. Okay. Yusuf,
Yes.
can you finish the page for us?
Okay. Good
Thinking.
good thinking, Nian. 1 second. Shared mom and dad. Boy things time is
By this time.
time it was running.
Raining steadily.
Time it was running steadily, so we Peter really hard to return to land and wait indoors for the rain to stop.
All right, continue. And
Miss,
all right, and how was I feeling? Yes, Yusuf.
So I can't hear you.
Okay, I zoomed it in for you to read.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, good thinking, Nan. Shared mom and dad.
Okay, we finished
By
here.
this
Last
time,
sentence, because the meaning is going to end here. And how was I feeling?
Steadily. So we provided really hard to return to land and wait indoor for the rain to stop. And how was I feeling? It's kind of hard to describe. I was on cloud nine.
Cloud 9.
I felt like I could accomplish anything I wanted.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, accomplish, we said, means to do something successfully, all right? So she is so happy. She can't imagine that this was her idea and that she helped them like this, okay? She says, I was on cloud 9. This is another idiom. Does anybody know what the idiom I was on cloud 9 means? What does cloud 9 mean?
I know.
Yes, Shlok.
Cloud 9 means really scared and worried.
Okay, that's not, no, cloud 9 here means, does anybody else know? Anybody else have a guess? Good guess. All right, so maybe she was really worried before this happened, but we are describing her feeling now after it's over. Does anybody have an idea? I can't tell who's raising their hand to answer and whose hand was raised from before. So click raise hand if you want to answer. Okay, Zain, do you have a guess? No, Zain's hand went down. Kenzie?
Yes.
What does cloud 9 mean?
Like I was very happy and excited.
Okay, all right, so extremely happy, okay? All right, the meeting is going to end right now, guys. I will wait for you to join again at 12. Please make sure you have your language arts textbook, okay?
Yes.
All right, we'll see you soon, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.